You're listening to
Catholic Sprouts,
the daily podcast for Catholic kids that strives to plant seeds of faith.
Greetings, young Squire Sprouts. Today is the second day in the fourth month in the year of our Lord 2022. My name is Sir Roland, and you're listening to Saturdays with Sir Roland on Catholic Sprouts, where every Saturday we discuss the art of dragon slaying. Today's dragon that I'd like to discuss from Sir Wyvern's manual is a dragon named Slackbottom, and its symptoms of exposure to stench include procrastination, laziness, and sloth, which is the deadly sin you've been discussing all week. I first encountered this vile creature when I was a young lad running races. My favorite sport is hockey, and I wanted to play for the Pittsburgh Penguins. But God built me more like a runner, perhaps because he was training me to slay Slackbottom. You see, in the middle of every race or workout, when many times before the race even began, Slackbottom would show up with a temptation almost too powerful to resist. He would tell me to take it easy, slow down, give up. He would tell me I could wait till later to give my best effort and that today I should just relax. It was very tempting, especially in the middle of a race when my legs were hurting and it was hard to breathe. And if you want to say no to sloth or laziness, you're going to need a deeper yes. I thought winning a trophy might be enough motivation, and while I certainly wanted to win, and often did, it wasn't enough for me to go through the pain of giving my best effort. What really motivated me was my dad. My dad loved to see me run, and he would come to all my races with a stopwatch. It was actually quite annoying sometimes because many days I decided I wanted to listen to Slackbottom and take it easy, but I knew that my dad was timing me, and if I crossed the finish line with something more to give, I knew my dad would know. And it quickly became apparent for me that the purpose of running the race wasn't just to beat other people to the finish line or have a fun time. The purpose was to finish the race with nothing left to give, which is extremely hard to do. But I love my dad, God rest his soul, and I wanted him to be proud of me. My love for my dad always motivated me to try my best, and perhaps it took losing my dad on earth before I realized he even had a dad in heaven, which of course is God our Father. And God, just like my dad, loves to see us grow and develop our talents and abilities that he gave us. He loves to see us try our best at everything we do. And even though it may be a little annoying on the days we feel like listening to Slackbottom, God is always watching us, and he knows what we're capable of doing. He created us. He sees our hearts, and he knows our effort unlike anyone else. You might be able to fool other people, but you can't fool God, and he doesn't compare you to other people. God would rather you finish last in the race of life and give a 100% effort than finish first and give a 99% effort. He sees your heart. Now, I know what you're thinking. Sir Roland, I just love basketball, so I always try my best when I play basketball. Or, I really like playing Donkey Kong on my Atari or Tecmo Bowl on my Nintendo, so I try my very best to make it to the highest level possible and win every game. Well, that's great, it really is. But Slackbottom doesn't even bother you when it comes to the things you really like to do. Bragging's more likely to tempt you there. Slackbottom, he hangs around when you're doing things you don't like to do. Maybe you're doing advanced calculus or biochemistry, which, by the way, if you're in, or you're really smart if you're in those classes. Or maybe you're doing your kitchen chores or cleaning your room, or maybe you're in art class and you have to draw a penguin and you don't think you're good at art. Well, Slackbottom's going to show up and he'll say words like this. Just delay that assignment as long as possible until your parents or teachers threaten to take away your video games or give you a failing grade. And when they do, just hurry up and get it done. It's a silly assignment anyway. If you get it done quickly, we can go out and play more video games, or you're never going to use this stuff in real life. Those are the kind of things that Slackbottom likes to say. And when you start saying those things, you know Slackbottom has tricked you and you've fallen for his lies. You see, your advanced calculus homework, or how to draw a penguin class, or kitchen chores might seem like unnecessary, difficult, or boring task, but they're really training you to do the big things in life. Habits create our character, and if you make a habit to work hard at everything you do, even the little things you don't like, then God will know he can count on you to do the big things, like going to Mass and praying and fasting and almsgiving and helping other souls get to heaven and slaying dragons. St. Therese knew this, which is why she developed her little way. She decided to do the ordinary things in life with great love, and her little way earned her the title Doctor of the Church as one of the greatest dragon slayers that ever lived. This week, I want you to remember a simple phrase that my wise mother taught me. She got it from Mother Mary, and I do believe it is the key to success in slaying dragons. It's the key to success in life. It's the formula to becoming a saint, and it sums up the genius of Catholicism in one sentence. It is this: just try your best, and then trust in God's grace to do all the rest. It's such an awesome phrase, and I'm not even going to mention the fact that it rhymes. We've often discussed the importance of the second part of the sentence. All of our ability to become saints comes from the grace of God. But the first part of the sentence is equally important, and the reason slack bottom is always attacking us. You must try your best. It doesn't matter what you have to give at all. It just matters that you give what you have. The end of our life should be like the end of that race. The goal is to finish with nothing left to give. You find your true self by giving yourself away. God is watching you with a stopwatch. He loves you immensely, and we love Him. So go out there and be your best self in everything you do. That will destroy slack bottom, sloth, apathy, spiritual laziness. Strive to be the great saints you were created to be, and you will change the world. Until next week, I leave you under the protection of St. Michael the Great Archangel, St. Joseph the Terror of Dragons, and Mary, Queen of the Angels, Our Lady of Grace, and the woman whose seed crushed the head of the dragon.
That's it for Catholic Sprouts today. We'll be back tomorrow, but until then, continue to grow in your faith and truly sprout into the beautiful creation that God created you to be.
Hey parents and kids, this week our Dragon Slayers Training Guild will receive a music video with the song Still I Run by Rachel Ann off the Extraordinary Mission Music CD. At the beginning of the song, you will hear my voice talking about running the good race. If you're not already a member of our training guild, please register your family for free by clicking on the link in the show notes. And remember, listen to Catholic Sprouts every day, including Saturdays with Sir Roland.
This show is a production of the Spoke Street Media Podcast Network. For more great podcasts, visit spokestreet.com.